Adina Sullivan here at Q16 on the Q Live stage, and with me now I have the pleasure of talking to Mr. Burt Lo.
Thank you. I am honored to be able to volunteer with the Conference Planning Committee for this year's event.
Which, doesn't really take much work or time or anything like that. It's a pretty simple couple hours, you're done, right?
People don't need to sleep on the weekends. So, yeah.
Sleep is overrated.
That's right.
So, Burt, day job, though, because you're not doing this, that's all volunteer work as the speaker chair for the Q National event, but you have a day job.
Yeah, no, I'm thrilled to work with an enthusiastic group of volunteers that work on the Conference Planning Committee, so we all do have day jobs. And mine is with the Stanislaus County Office of Education in the Educational Options Division. This year, every single student was issued a Chromebook, so we've gone one-to-one, and we've taken our curriculum online. So I'm doing professional development and assisting the teachers with that implementation.
So that would mean you truly don't sleep.
No, it definitely is a busy lifestyle.
So, Burt, folks come to conferences like this, and you go to sessions, and you see this person speaking, and you're like, wow. And people think you need to be a big name, or you need to be an expert to be a presenter at Q, but that's not really the case.
No, and in fact, we're hoping that people will understand the opposite. I mean, we're really looking for presenters that people can walk into their presentation and seriously go, that is something I could do in the classroom. I can relate to what they're trying to accomplish. I can relate to the equipment they're using. They're using the same software, and I really think I can do that in the classroom. And there's kind of two big takeaways about presenting for Q. One is obviously the largest percentage of people who attend are classroom teachers, so they're looking for ways to implement this technology into their classrooms. But two, at almost every Q conference, about half the attendees are first-time attendees. And so, you're often going to find a teacher who now, for the very first time, has a full class set of iPads, and they're wondering what to do with it. And so they're looking for beginner projects, things that aren't necessarily cutting edge, but they're looking for, how have a number of classroom teachers use this? What tips can I learn from them about what not to do? Do they have lessons or units that I can borrow? So definitely, we're looking for people who will present to the beginning tech user as well as cutting edge.
And really practical things that someone can take home and implement.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether you're part of a large group at your school, or whether sometimes you're the lone wolf who's just trying to do things and finding support to make that happen.
No, we love sessions that mention in their proposal, this is going to be a make and take session, or this session I'm going to demonstrate student examples, or this will include posted unit ideas. Those are definitely things we love to see in conference proposals.
So what kinds of different sessions do you work with here at Q?
So my main job is to work with the speaker committee on selecting concurrent sessions, which are the most numerous. There's 12 different sessions of 1 hour concurrent presentations. So those typically classroom teachers or administrators are sharing what they're doing at their schools or in their classrooms. We also have poster sessions, which the best analogy is like a science fair. Teachers get set up with an LCD TV, tabletop, and then they can hand out pamphlets and put up a brochure of what exactly they're doing. Could be a research project, could be a favorite lesson idea, could be how they're using their makerspace. That could be your poster session.
And and I think poster sessions are the things that not enough people really take advantage of. You can get so much out of getting in there and getting to actually talk to someone, tell me exactly what you did and how you did that, and walk through it. They're just really great resource.
And I think one of the biggest advantages of a poster session is that the presenter is so much more approachable. I mean, they're not sitting there talking for an hour. They're just like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and if you've got questions about how it actually worked, it's a perfect venue. Then we also have Q-Tips, and Q-Tips are 20-minute sessions that are held in the exhibit hall, and they're intended to be an overview, just a quick, hey, maybe you don't know about Google Photos, but let me show you how you can use it in the classroom. And it's meant to whet somebody's appetite, so maybe they'll go find a session, or they'll do some exploration on their own in the unconference area. So those are the ones that our speaker committee mainly deals with. But then there are also 3-hour hands-on academies. So those ones, attendees pre-register, pay a small additional fee, and then they get time to work with a presenter in a much smaller environment and create something that they can take back to their classroom. We also have jam sessions. Those are 90-minute sessions led by rockstar faculty. Again, limited size and kind of in a make and take format. So if you're interested in presenting and you're accepted, For the majority of those, you do receive complimentary conference registration.
Which
And
isn't always the case at all conferences. Sometimes it's a discounted one. Q actually does give complimentary registration for
the
primary
the
speaker.
lead presenter on a session. And then if you submit Q-tips, then if you get selected to present 3 of them, there's a complimentary conference registration for that. So, definitely the other couple of things to remember about applying to present is that we've worked closely with the Fall Q Speaking Committee. So we use the same rubric and we use the same presentation template. So
it's not about, I like this person.
Oh, definitely not.
There's actually like criteria that you're following,
Yeah,
making it fair.
In fact, the biggest thing that we try and encourage people to do is we've tried to put that presentation scoring rubric as prominently as possible on the website so people click on it to see how their session is going to be scored. And again, the other thing is present as often as you can to get experience. So submit the same presentation to Fall Q, submit it to here.
The local affiliate, tech fairs.
The tech fairs, CTA, presentations, anything. Really, we're looking for people who have presentation experience as well as content expertise.
And sometimes even just presenting in your own district, sharing with your colleagues and getting that experience standing up in front of folks and sharing what you do and what you've done in student examples is really valuable.
Yeah, and definitely, presenting in front of your colleagues. And what that really helps you with is, okay, well, what type of questions do I need to prepare for? Where might this presentation get stuck? And that's kind of what we're looking for.
Absolutely. So about what time of year should folks look for the speaker applications?
So amazingly enough, it's about the end of March now, and we're going to start accepting proposals for next year's conference in April. So it's really a year-long process.
So you get 2 weeks to catch up on some naps, and then it's right back in it.
Right back into getting people to submit. And then the other thing, of course, is Fall Q is currently accepting presentation proposals. So their presentation window ends June 1st, so definitely get your proposals in there as well. But yeah, we start April, and we accept our last Q-tip proposal about November, and then we start scoring.
So lots of opportunities for people to become presenters. You don't have to have the big name. If you're doing things in your classroom, at your school, and with your kids, share it with others and get out there, present it to some colleagues, and then present it to Q, and we'll see you as a new voice here.
And one other tip that I definitely would like to suggest is if you submit and your proposal is not accepted the first time, definitely get in touch with the speaker chair and say, hey, I submitted something. I'd just like to know what the reader feedback was. Maybe there's some questions that could be answered. Maybe I can make my abstract a little clearer, and that will definitely help you as you move forward with presenting it at other venues. So get in touch, get some feedback, and we hope to see you in 2017.
That's a huge tip. Thank you so much. Burt, thank you so much for being here and sharing that. A lot of folks ask, I know when I've presented things, it's like, okay, so how do you end up doing this? So there's some great tips, and get more people in there and get you some new presenters.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very
All right,
much.
thank you so much, Burt.
All right.
So Adina Sullivan here at the Q Live stage here at Q16. Have a great day.